Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here today, we've got another MavWar matchup. This is Game 10 of the MavWar tournament. Joining me here today is somebody that's never casted with me before. His name is Infested Soul. Say hi.
Yo, everybody.
Hey! And today, we have a game between Green Bubble Tea and, wow, huge brain fart. It's Team Psychotics.
No, Panic Attack is what we
Panic Attack, thank you! Wow, brain is on fire today. Anyways, aside from my mistakes, Infested Soul and I are going to be casting you a fantastic game here today on Dark Carnival. This is Game 10, not Game 9. We went from Game 8 to Game 10 due to a team being disqualified. What team would that be? That is Ambitious Fools. They were disqualified. So this is Game 10 and not Game 9. And we're going to have a good game. Infested Soul, this is our first time casting together. What do you think about this video game?
Yo, I've got to say, I've played each of these two video games since the day they came out. They're literally the one and only multiplayer game that I've absolutely loved with a passion. Like, I get more enjoyment, like, strategizing and just having fun with friends in this game more than anything. It's like team building experience 101.
Yeah, this game, you know, through all of its faults, through all the loathing that I personally have for this game, you know, I still hang around. It still leads to some really good laughs. And you know what? The community is still holding strong together. We're still seeing tournaments like this one. And we're here to cast these games so everybody out there that still somehow enjoys the game just like us can enjoy this game with us. So together, we are going to take another adventure today. This is Game 10, like I've said, and just a reminder before this game gets underway, before the game is done, or after the game is done, rather, please make sure you go to MavWar.com to cast your votes for the MVP. So please pay close attention to the game you are about to watch, and make sure you pay very close attention so that you can vote for who you thought did the best in this game. So we're going to be starting here very soon. I think everybody's actually readied up except for Infested, and now Lucky Dog, actually. So as wonderful casters, yes, we have to remember to ready up as well, but it gives us a great chance to do some commentary before the game actually gets underway. So, and also, if you're not aware, Infested Spec HUD is an important tool so we can see what's going on with the infected team.
For sure.
And tonight, I'd like to give a shout out to Angry Orchard. That is not a person. That is an alcoholic beverage. That is what I am consuming. I hope everybody out there has some snacks with them. I hope I hope everybody has a good drink with them as well, because you're going to need it so that you can sit back and enjoy this game. Goodness. Infested, I am stoked. How about you?
I'm pretty damn excited.
I'm so fucking stoked. We got to get the hype train going because we got to keep everybody pumped up during this game, because otherwise it's just going to be Snoozeville. So we've got to be excited for everyone, and carry everybody on our excited back.
Like that? You have no idea if it's going to be Snoozeville.
Oh, I know exactly if it is. Trust me, I've got a sixth sense. I know what's snoozy and what's not snoozy, and this is not going to be snoozy.
Did you find a message in your Angry Orchard bottle? What
yes, I was drinking. Okay, I was drinking my alcoholic beverage. You know, just minding my own business, sucking it down, enjoying every bit of it. And then all of a sudden, boom! Something's in my throat. I'm like, what could this be? It's not a smooth, delicious beverage. So I opened my mouth. You know, I spit this thing out. I open it up. It's actually a crumpled up note. Okay, and it says, "Okay, this is going to be a good game." So I don't know who out there put that into my beverage, but they gave me an important message, and I cannot ignore it. There's no way I can ignore it. It's got to mean something. I don't believe in coincidences ever. Do you believe in coincidences?
You mean to say that the Angry Orchard Brewing Company put a message knowing that you're going to cast this game a month after that probably bottle was produced?
I don't believe in coincidences. I think it was carefully planned out by the Angry Orchard company, and they timed it just right.
That's what I'm saying.
I have a sneaking suspicion that they are watching my every movement. I have a sneaking suspicion that they're actually watching the game tonight. And the ready up goes out. What an exciting ready up. Okay. We've got the infected team with a jockey, smoker, spitter, charger. We're going to see a really good attack here by the infected. Hopefully they can capitalize on this spit. You know, they're probably going to go for a pull into the charge and get a charge spit The survivors are going to try to keep up here and bait this attack as hard as they can. But if they can manage to pull or distract a survivor long enough, this charge could do devastating damage. We get a pull out, and we do get a charge onto Ellis. Gets cleared, though, so that spit doesn't do anything. And the jockey only lands for a brief second before getting cleared. So the first hit getting cleared relatively easily.
We did have Spitter dying last, so we're going to have a Boomer Tri-Cap hopefully coming in next.
We do have, let's see, and the tank
Got
is
a
up.
tank?
It is an early tank spawn, so we're going to see a safe room tank fight. This is one of my least favorite tank fights, actually, due to the openness of this safe room. You know, they did add some new spawn locations, but for me, it's not enough variety to do anything good here. But there is the opportunity that they can play a decently long rock tank. But if the survivors can do a good job of shutting down the SI, the tank is not going to have much of a choice here, except for to commit and hope that he can land something here. And we do have the ready up going out. We got the tank being played by Lucky Dog 32. He's going to push in here, try to get into close proximity to the survivors. They're probably going to try to play a little bit of a rock tank until the tank gets on a second pass, but they're going to hopefully try to keep it on first pass by getting these hits in. So he does have a charger, smoker, and a jockey to help him out here. Let's see if they can land a tack to do some damage points here. Infested Soul.
Yeah, we got Rock coming in, landing on Ellis there, trying to play behind the butts. We got Luck in the hands, Tank in the hands of Lucky Dog, landing a second one out. We still don't even have the attack ready to go in here. He's just kind of playing in his own tank.
I don't think he even needs any SI right now. He's landed 2 rocks by himself. The SI look like they want to get something in here, but they're looking for spawns right now. These survivors need to be careful, because if the tank can land all of these ridiculous rocks without any SI, imagine what he can do when the SI actually commits. This could be dangerous.
Yeah, we got some good separation hits here. All 3 of the SI for separation could land some easily predictive rocks here.
We could see some separation for sure, because we see all of the good things that could cause separation. A charger, smoker, and a jockey. Wow. What a trifecta of separation. Here they come. A smoker's trying to get a pull from behind. Will it be enough? The charger's trying to come in. He misses. He's going to get killed right away, but this jockey's trying to get in. Will he land? He's having a lot of difficulty, but it gets M2'd, and the smoker's the only thing left remaining and gets killed. The tank, unfortunately, did not land any rocks during that period of time, but he still has plenty of LOS. He's on first pass with 95% frustration, so he can still play a decently long tank, but right now he's going to need to rotate so he can keep some LOS while they hide behind this bus.
Keep shooting!
Yeah, we got Tank trying to bide for sight here, running around to the other side of the bus. This is going to lead to a little bit of chip coming out, about 2%, and he's going to safely, easily go right back into those bushes once the next hit's out.
And we've got another hit coming up. We got a charger, boomer, jockey. This is going to be a little bit of a tricky position for the boomer to get a boom, but if he lands it, good things will happen. Oh, and a boom comes out onto Zoe with a jockey landing on Ellis. Will this charger get in? He's charging from downtown. He gets charged. Coach gets charged. Wow, but the jockey gets M2'd. Was there a rock landed? Yes, there was.
There was a rage rock.
Wow. Wow, they got something. I think all of my mumbling did something good for the infected. Wow, so much intensity. The tank still has a good amount of HP right here. These survivors need to LOS, or this tank is going to hold frustration for days. They need to go behind this bus or do something. They do not want this tank to get easy LOS, and they are giving it to him right now. The amount of chip is not worth it. We've got another hit coming up. We got a boomer, smoker, and a hunter. This could be a good amount of damage. If this boomer can land, we will see good things, but it is a little bit difficult to get a boom. Here he comes right now. Will the boom land? No. He gets killed. Hunter does land, but he's going to get cleared quick, but we do got an amazing separation pull on Ellis. Will this tank be able to land a rock with the separation? He's going for it. He misses the rage rock on Ellis. Not too bad, though, because he still has 100% frustration. Wow, we're seeing a lot of damage right now, and the tank still has a lot of HP.
We finally got survivors wrapping around to try to push this tank out of his hidey hole. Doing a little bit of damage here, but they decided they're just going to run off for ammo and play safe again.
Wow. And we got another hit coming up. Another boomer. Wow, they need to work on these boomers. These booms need to land so that this tank can land some rocks. So far, the tank has been doing a good job of maintaining LOS, but you know what? The survivors have been making it a little easy for him. Will he get this rage rock? He does. Ellis gets hit by a rock. Good job by the tank. They need to be careful of those rage rocks. He can actually get really easy clip rocks if they're not positioned carefully. And right now, this boomer is looking for a good spot. He wants to land this boom. Will he be able to get it? Here comes the attack. A hunter and a jockey coming in. Will they land? They don't, but the boomer almost. He tries to walk in, but can't land it. The tank does get a rock, though. Infested Soul, we are seeing a tremendously long tank fight right now.
Yeah, like, as you were saying before, this tank lasting days, he can last so long that fucking Dark Carnival turns from nighttime to daytime here.
Is this a killer trick? xbye? I don't know. He must have watched the frag video. He's throwing lots of rocks, but right now the survivors are putting a tremendous amount of pressure on this tank. He is taking a good amount of chip, but that isn't too big of a deal as long as he can maintain frustration and land these rocks. He's still on first pass with 95% frustration. That is huge. If they continue to land SI hits, they are going to be playing this tank for probably until the next matchup.
We got Tank not even at half health at this point, and he's gotten a total of, I think, 5 hits.
Wow, and another one's coming. Another rock lands on Nick. We've got a charge and a smoke going out right now, and the jockey's trying to get something, but he gets M2'd. But wow, this is what the infected team needs. Wow, the jockey got a jock on the coach? What? Where did he come from? Wow, and look at their HP right now. Infested Soul, we've got 2 bleeding out and only 1 set of pills left. This is not looking good for the survivors right now on the first map.
Yeah, Otello's got to either throw those pills to coach or just watch as their teammate just kind of falls into the rubble of that rock. He can't even run away from it at this point.
Yeah, they are giving the infected all the opportunity to play this long tank. They have to be really careful when they LOS and when they try to chip tank, because right now they're giving the tank way too much LOS. And the tank's coming in for another rock. Will he be able to get this clip rock? No, it's too high, but we do see a smoke and a hunt coming out, and the jockey's coming up with a follow-up, but gets M2'd. But it doesn't matter because a rock lands on Rochelle. Oh my goodness, Rochelle was health bonus. There are no pills left with 2 bleeding and 2 slow health bonus survivors. There is no way at this point that they can limp their way to victory on this map.
And they're running. They're making the final decision. They're high-tailing it out of there.
Yeah, Infested Soul, this is not looking good. Green Bubble Tea playing a great tank fight right now. They do have another hit coming up. The boom does miss. A rock does try to come in, but also misses. We do have a smoker and a charger coming in. They might try to wait for a spawn, or they might try to come in right now. You know, the survivors are slow enough right now that they could probably come in right now and get this tank another rock. Let's see if they decide to do that. And Lucky Dog 32 is still plenty of HP and continuing to throw rocks nonstop. His M2 is held down. The smoker tries to get a pull, doesn't land in the charger coming from miles away, misses. Will the tank get another rock? He does! And then it goes on to Ellis. Infested Soul, this could be the wipe right now.
I think it must be. Look at another rock on the Rochelle right now. The only health bonus remaining now at about 10 HP. They got nothing.
Oh my goodness, this match so far is so hot and intense. I had to take my shirt off because I am almost sweating. Coach getting the Coach was the remaining survivor, gets in-capped by the tank. Impressive work by Green Bubble Tea. They shut down the other team very hard on this map. They played a rock tank for at least 30 minutes. We've been here for a long time. I've already gone through 5 beers. That was such a long tank. And you know what? Wow, impressive play by Green Bubble.
It's like a beer a minute, man.
Yes, absolutely. Every rock that landed, I took a sip of beer. I might not be able to see straight momentarily. As soon as that beer gets digested, things will be problematic for me.
Hopefully you didn't saw any messages in that meantime.
All right. Green Bubble Tea now going to play as survivors, and the other team, Team Panic Attack, they need to play a strong rock tank like Green Bubble Tea. If they can manage to pull that off and wipe the team early, we will see an extremely close game. But because that was an early tank wipe, if this team can shut down this tank, that means we could see the potential for the survivors to come far ahead in the points, because they could make it all the way to safe room, get a good health bonus, and that is going to set them apart from the other team tremendously.
Yeah, even if they only make half on their health bonus, or even a quarter, that's like 200 points plus a 400-point map.
Yeah, that is no bueno. Oh, and let's ready up. We've rambled on long enough. These teams are hungry to fight.
I'm excited for this tank. I really hope this tank is just as good as the last one.
Infested Soul, lead us through this first attack. This is going to make it or break it for this team.
Oh, good.
We still got the Spitter Charger combo here. It looks like they're not going for the tree hit like the other team did. They're going to go a little bit later with this smoker. They're going to try to pull forward on the right side instead of the left.
That could lead to some good separation. Let's see if this difference in attack does prove beneficial. It looks like they might actually wait for the tank spawn. No! Smoke tries to get a pull on Ellis, but gets killed instantly. This Charger does not stand a chance. He ends up chest bumping Ellis and gets killed, and this Spit has nothing. He's going for the no-scope Spit, but unfortunately he missed the headshot, and this jockey's going to get killed very quickly. The infected attack went in a little bit staggered. They could not capitalize on the survivor's positioning, and they ended up shutting down the attack very quick. So now we have a tank up in the hands of Otella. Let's see if Otella can do some magic with this tank. The pressure is on for this team right now to do a good amount of damage. Even if they don't get the wipe, they need to inflict a tremendous amount of damage if they want to keep this game close.
He threw that rock out early, and it looks like he's going to push up to the truck just like the last tank. He's abandoning that idea. He does land the rock out with a jockey in the back and a smoker in the front for some amazing separation going out here. We got Tank trying to play in the front, just getting out of play while the rest of the hit gives him a little distraction.
Wow, and we see a charge in the back. It does get cleared pretty quick, but that will... Oh! That rock actually missed, and I think that is due to the safe room rocks not working. This tank is in a bad position right now. Everything was going pretty well at first, but now the tank is getting pushed hard, taking a tremendous amount of damage. This tank is very close to being dead. Otella needs to abort mission ASAP. Oh, Otella's going for a rock. He does land it on Coach, but he is going to be very close to dead before his spawns are even up. Reloading. And oh my goodness. Right now, Green Bubble Tea has to be feeling extremely confident. They have nothing but health bonus for days. They can make it all the way to the safe room with a solid score. The infected team needs to land some coordinated hits if they want to keep the game close. Wow.
It was all going great. Like they had a double cap going out. Tank was playing smart. He was getting out. He was on the van, and he missed a rock, and I think he got a little over-eager on that rock that he missed.
Not sure what you know what? I think he made a simple mistake, and he's got to be regretting it right now. We do see a hit coming in. Everything going and getting killed instantly. Wow, the survivor's doing a great job of shutting down this attack. I didn't even have a chance to say what was going on. They killed it that fast. But, wow, yeah, back to that tank. I don't know what exactly happened, but he put himself in an uncomfortable position. He should have tried to push into the trees instead of pushing up in the middle between the buses, which caught him off guard, and the team just... They mowed him down completely. So these infected hits need to do some work right now. We see a hit coming up right now with a Charger, Hunter, Spitter, and a Ghost.
Spitter tri-cap going out right here.
Yes,
did die last.
A Ghost. Lotus has a Ghost jockey right now. This could be the infamous exploit silent jockey. If it is, we could see a tremendous amount of damage going on here at this bridge. This is a good opportunity for them to do a lot of damage, especially with a Spitter. They need to attack coordinated right now if they want to do a lot of damage with the Spitter.
Reloading. Jockey.
Oh my gooses! I'm so sorry, but here they come right now. Everything is jumping over survivors. The survivors, they just kind of sidestep to the left, sidestep to the right, and the infected hit just came in doing nothing. It was a 3-cap plus a Spitter, a perfect opportunity for damage. Infected Soul, they did not take very much damage there at all, and they are pushing forward with a lot of health.
They didn't take a lot of damage, but the one thing that they did do as a Survivor team, they left that Spitter up, running from the front long enough for the Hunter to actually land without anyone shooting the Spitter in the meantime. They got a decent amount of damage on Zayna, so it is a little bit of pills getting popped there.
Yeah, but they still got a full cabinet of pills at their disposal. We do got a boom coming out onto Ellis. Let's see if this hit comes in right now. We got a Smoker, Jockey, and a Spitter. This is not a really good attack, but they could get it pulled down to the alarm car. It actually looks like they're going to hold. They're probably going to hold for a Hunter or a Charger. That way they can use this Spit to their advantage, which is not a bad idea. Plus, we do have a Witch a little bit further ahead. It's not by an alarm car, but they could still use this Witch to their advantage and hopefully get an in cap on the survivors. Infected Soul, do you think they will be able to get this in cap with this? No, they're going right
alarm car. So close on alarm car. They went for alarm car with Smoker. It looks like the rest of the hit might save for Witch, but Hunter is going in on this.
This is a little bit of, oh my goodness, they're kind of going in half reared right now. The Hunter managed to get out before getting killed, and he is going to try to camp this Witch. Let's see if he can get a scratch on this Witch and get her aggro. But without that Smoker, they're not going to be able to pull her down, so the survivors can easily avoid it. The Jockey just now got killed. So now we've only got 3 spawns, and the Hunter's about to be killed right now. It's getting M2'd by Nick. Nick teaching this Hunter a lesson and gets killed. What is going on right now?
Going for Witch. He's going for Witch. He gets it.
He was not able to spawn on it. Holy moly! The 20-point kill on the Witch, and this boom gets killed. These infected attacks boy, oh boy, after that tank got killed, I think the morale of this team is just super low. These hits are not effective. Plus, Green Bubble Tea is just on their A game right now. Everything is getting shut down instantaneously. You know, even if they attack together, I think Green Bubble Tea is just going to shoot at it and kill it quickly.
Morale's sliding down the hill faster than these survivors are going to shortly.
Yeah, buddy. So it looks like we got a hit they're going to save for the corner here. We got a Charger, Spitter, Hunter, and a Jockey. This is another good hit that they could capitalize on tremendously at this corner. They need to land some spit damage. Hopefully they can land on Rochelle, aka Lucky Dog, and remove a big chunk of this health bonus. So the survivors are moving up here very slowly. They're actually going to get some ammo real quick because they need to be ready for this hit. They do not want to take a tremendous amount of damage from the spit. So they're going to move forward slowly. They're going to bait. They're going to bait. They're going to kill these commons. If they don't kill the commons, they might die. And we've got a Hunter pre-spawn up in the front. It looks like they're ready to pounce in, and here they come. Will they get the spit? No, the Charger gets killed instantly. The spit already goes trying to land on the charge target, but he was already dead, and the Hunter does land, but it's already out of the spit. This attack did not do much damage at all, and the survivors are going to move down this hill unscathed and still plenty of health to make it to the safe.
We still have every single person in that team with at least 15 to 20 HP. Any target. They could take any target and start removing points.
Yeah, right now they just need to hit somebody, and they need to do it. They need to do it now. And they've only got about 2 more opportunities to do that. The survivors are closing in on the safe room. Oh, my goodness. Infested Soul, I am sweating right now. I can feel the intensity. I can feel it, and it is making me sweat all over the place.
You've already taken your shirt off. What more are you going to do?
I don't have anything left. All I have is underwear, and I don't think that's going to do it. I need a fan. I need something. I need something. I need an ice pack.
We got attack coming in. We got attack coming in right now on this top of this hill. We got a Charger set with this smoker.
This could finish me off. We got to pull forward on Nick. Will the Charger get in? He does try to come in, but he misses, and the boom walks in, gets a good boom on Coach, and the spit pre-spits, trying to slow down the survivors. But that is not enough. And what is this Boomer doing? This Boomer's getting claws for days. Ellis has taken a million scratches from this Boomer. He finally turns around and it gets shot and it blows up in his face. That Boomer actually somehow did a lot of damage. He scratched health bonus down on Ellis quite a bit. Ahab getting trolled by this Boomer here.
Boomer managed to take away HP on Coach and Ellis almost by himself.
Carried by the Boomer. The only health bonus is on Lucky Dog. I don't know how that worked, but they did it. That Boomer must have had like a silent perk as well as a camouflage perk. We've got a Hunter coming in. Hotel trying to sneak up on Ellis to get the claw, but gets killed. Will this free spit get the kill on Ellis? Here it comes. It's too far. He's going to avoid it. But now the smoke's coming out onto Nick, trying to pull towards the alarm car, but they do not hit the alarm car, and that means the survivors are going to make it in. That means we're going to see a huge point spread going into map 2. Wow,
as I said, 600 points.
600 on the dot. Not a penny over, not a penny under.
Where's my message in my bottle, God?
Wow. You know what? I'm going to need... I got to do something. I got to maybe turn on the AC. This is ridiculous. I can't even handle it. It's only been map 1. I'm already sweating bullets. And this so far is probably the biggest spread going into map 2 that we've seen thus far. If anybody's been paying attention to all of the matches that have been going on in this tournament, it's typically a very close game, even from map 1. We're talking 100 to 300 point difference, but right now we're seeing a tremendous point difference, over 500 points in favor of Green Bubble Tea. That is huge, and Green Bubble Tea is already sitting very well in this tournament. I do believe they are ranked number 1 currently, and if the other team managed to beat Green Bubble Tea by like I think at least 600 points, yeah, if they can beat them by 600 points, they will actually be knocked down to rank 2. But that is going to be a difficult thing to accomplish, as we can already see, because Green Bubble Tea already has the upper hand coming into map 2. But you know what? We can still be hopeful. This is only map 2. We can still see crazy things happen. But this team is going to need to start shutting Green Bubble Tea down now. Every hit matters. And let me turn that AC on.
So we got a tank at 47%, Witch at 23. That's going to leave Witch right around the ammo pile. And that's going to leave Tank right about as they get around to the carnival area, maybe a little bit before. This early witch could really devastate either survivor team. Get a whole set of pills eaten and bled by the time they get to the tank. Could really see some upset with that. Even a kill, but I don't ever really take a kill for granted on the witch.
All right, I am back. I'm going to go ahead and ready up. This is map 2, Infected Soul. What do we have here?
We got a boomer hit in this one, it looks like.
A boomer hit? Wow. A boomer, smoker, charger, and a hunter? That's not what this team wants, but they can still do a lot of damage. And everybody's pre-spawn. The survivors, Green Bubble Tea, is baiting this super hard. Rochelle is coming out. She gets pulled. They need to clear her quick, because here comes the charger getting some punches. Getting lots of punches. The boomer drops in, gets a proxy boom, and the hunter gets killed after trying to get a claw. Not a whole lot of damage, but you know what? They made the best of what they did. Green Bubble Tea is a tough adversary. They are going to kill you very quickly. So you just got to kind of go in all at the same time, hope to get some M2s, and just cross your fingers. So they did get a good amount of damage onto Rochelle, aka Lucky Dog 32, but they are going to need to increase that damage by 500% at least.
We do have an early witch here, 23% I believe. So this next hit could decide to go right now, or they could wait for the witch. And it's really a tough call because the witch is going to be so soon. As soon as they enter, the witch is going to spawn.
Yeah, I'm thinking they might want to just... Well, she's actually in a decent position, but you know what? Usually when you hit on witch, it seems like a huge gamble because it doesn't usually work in your favor. Even as good of attack as you have, even though everything seems like it's going all right, someone still manages to get the crown. So I would almost choose to just maybe come in on them from behind when they push in. You might even be able to get a charge forward to the witch, but I would try to use this spit as well as possible, and you're going to be able to do that as best as possible if you hit them inside. But no, they're drawing the witch outside. Will they come in? Yes, they are. We got a pounce onto Ellis. A charge trying to come in, but misses. A lot of damage going on to Ellis right now because of a charge spit, and the boom does manage to get a single boom onto Ellis. They did get the crown on the witch, so all the survivors have to do right now is kill all of these common infected, and they're going to push forward. Still doing really well on health bonus.
Yeah, so just about 30-40 damage on Lucky Dog and Zayna, but that is nothing compared to what could have happened if that witch hit had gone the 100% that they were looking for.
Yeah, like I said, the witch hits never seem to go your way. Witches are just wacky, and you can never put your money on them. So they did the best they could. Infected attack is up. We got a boomer, hunter, smoker, and a spitter. They got a 2-2. Not really the greatest hit, but maybe they can do something with this spit. The spit spits on top of the tent. That is not what the spitter wanted. We do got a separation pull on the coach, taking a little bit of damage, and the hunter does land on the other unboomed survivor, Nick. But not a whole lot of damage going out. A little bit here and there with a good separation pull. But the survivors did a good job of clearing it quickly before a lot of damage went out. They actually had a pretty solid hit with that 2-2. We had 2 boom survivors, and the other 2 guys were pouncing smoke, so everything looked all right, but the survivors still did a great job of clearing it quick.
We're going to tank up here by the time this next hit is spawned in, I believe, as long as they clear these comments fast enough. And he is in.
Who is
in
this
the hands
tank?
of Lotus.
Lotus tank. Lotus is from Omaha. Come on, buddy, I'm rooting for you. He lives where I do. So hopefully he can pull off some wacky rocks. He's going to climb up top here, try to get himself in a good position. Hopefully they can play a little bit of a rock tank. But you know what? This is one of my least favorite areas to play tank because the survivors can just... They can juke you for days. They can just play ring around the rosy around these tents, and it makes it a real problem for this tank to get anything done. You really got to hope that you got a hittable in play and that you can land a boom. But this tank right now has no hittables, so he has to put all of his faith in his SI to land so that he can get some good separation and so he can get some rocks. And he does land a rock right now on Nick. By himself, he lands a rock. No SI was even in. That could be a good sign for the infected team.
We got survivors just pelting in through the walls right now while Hit's trying to find a spot to help him out. Hit's finally going in. Hunter going in with this charger. Smoker does get shut down. The rock does land, though, on a Nick once more.
Yeah, we did see a good rock. The infected team did manage to land for a little bit, giving the tank an opportunity to land a rock, but right now the survivors are going to push back. They are not bleeding out. They've got a ton of HP, so they can just bring this tank all the way back. They can do whatever they want right now, and it's going to make the tank very difficult to play because they can just keep playing ring around the rosy and going all over the place. And the tank's going to lose a lot of LOS and take a lot of chip. So unfortunately, the tank right now just hoping and crossing his fingers his attacks can land. So we've got a charger, jockey, a smoker, a really good separation hit. Here they come. Let's see. Oh, he lands the rock before the hit even gets in. And we see all the infected coming in right now. All of it landing. Lots of rocks coming out. This is good. This is very good. Lotus is on his second pass, but he still has 70% health. Every infected hit has been giving this tank a rock, and he's even managed to land a bunch of rocks without SI support. So far, this is a good tank by Lotus and his infected team. Hopefully they can continue to do this, but right now the tank has only got 40% rage. He is going to have to commit right now. He cannot play a rock tank forever, but if he's not careful, this will go AI. All they have to do is LOS, and that's what they're doing. Will this be AI? Lotus needs to be careful.
Nick giving him just enough sight, and this boomer's going to land. He's going to rush in with this boom. Jockey's the only one left standing, though. He's by himself for the most part. He does get the punch on Nick. A punch on the coach. That's going to be the down. He's going to go for the boom survivor. Another punch on Nick. That's going to be the down on Nick with his last punch. He does miss it, and he gets down with the bat of Nick. That's a dead tank.
Oh, no. Lotus has got to be feeling that last punch. His punch, unfortunately, hit the hitbox of a common, so even though it was a point-blank punch and it should have landed, that common dived in front of that tank's punch and took one for the team. But you know what? He still ended up getting down afterwards. They're going to move forward. That was a very good tank play by the infected team. They needed that.
It was very good. He got rocks when he needed them, and he was able to still commit at like 10% rage.
Yes, not bad by the infected team. Team Panic Attack doing a tremendous amount of damage. The survivors are limping along right now with only one set of pills at their disposal, and the infected team does have a hit for this ladder. This is going to be a dangerous choke point on an already battered survivor side team.
Smoke, charger, spit going out. We got a smoke and spitter and chargers pre-spawned, and we got a jockey to follow up at the end.
Could this be the end? This is the moment. Everybody, brace yourself. Things are about to get crazy right now. And the spit gets the solo spit. Gets 2 in caps on 2 survivors. Rochelle desperately trying to get the pickup right now. But the infected team is still above. They still have this choke point. Their survivors are in a difficult situation. They need to rush. And here it comes. Everything. Wow. Melee weapons ablaze. Everything gets killed instantly. Coach, a.k.a. Ahab, had his axe out. And he axed the infected team a question and killed everything in one swoop. So the survivors are still alive, somehow limping along. They need to get to this next pill cabinet right now, Infested Soul, because there's some pills probably awaiting them.
Probably is the question, though. It's always kind of a probability on this last box. Usually one, but you don't ever really know.
Oh, and I am using my ghosting skills. We do have 1 set of pills, but that is not enough to keep this team going. We've got an infected hit coming in. We've got a boot coming out to Ellis. A hunter is pouncing around, finally lands onto Coach. And we've got a double charge coming out with the spit follow-up. This is going to be a lot of damage. We've already got a survivor dead. Another charge onto Ellis.
I think it's a wipe.
This could be a wipe. No, Rochelle is still up. She still has a little bit of HP, but she needs to hurry up and clear these common infected and get her teammates up. We've only got 3 survivors left. 2 of them are in cap. Lucky Dog is all by himself, but we've got a jockey right now. Will Browntown commit with this jockey and get the kill? No, he is not able to get in. So right now, we will see the final pickup on this last remaining survivor, but there's only 3 left with barely any HP, so the infected team still could get the wipe right now.
So we got Boomer barely missing the corner hit. Jockey going in front on row, landing it. We got a pull on the row as well with the hunter in back. Boomer is just going to waddle himself right into the middle of the survivors. There's nothing they can do about that. Rochelle has to be boomed.
Wow, there is nothing they can do about that. That Boomer put himself in a great position. There's nothing the survivors can do to avoid a proxy boom or a boom. So Lucky Dog did get boomed by the Boomer, and we've got these 2 survivors scrambling to get him up, and they do. But they are pushing ahead right now with barely any steam left in them. They can still get a lot of points. Not a lot, but enough. So the infected team needs to focus right now. This should be... Oh! Ellis gets killed. Wow, Ellis is dead. Only the black survivors are left. Will they be able to fight off this horde of white zombies? This is the question we've all been asking. And here the Chargers coming in with a hunter. We've got the 2 cap going out right now, and that is it. Great job by the infected team. Team Panic Attack really dishing out a lot of damage here. That is the kill that they needed. But the survivors still have 1,000 points, so there is a close to a 900-point spread. So if Team Panic Attack wants to keep themselves in the game, they need to slay this tank and make it to the safe.
I do once again have to say,
Hey, check
it was Lotus's tank. Lotus's tank did almost everything he possibly could with each hit. He got a rock on each single hit to keep some rage up, even though he did lose to second pass on the second hit that went in. Landing the rock gave him just barely enough time to just kind of play it safe and wait for his final hit to come in before he committed. And he still got enough punches to get 2 downs after landing like 3 rocks. He just dealt the damage that needed to be done and made the survivors slow enough to make them capable for the rest of the round. It was good.
Yeah, it was well played
Solid
by Team Panic Attack. Very good. That is absolutely what they needed. Now they need to be extremely strong survivors. They need to M2 everything and get instant clears every attack, or else this is not going to be the map that they make a comeback on it, but this is their opportunity. They need to bait this first to hit. They don't have to worry about a spitter, but they do have to worry about a triple cap. Will they be able to bait it? We do have a smoker already spawned up. We got Otel, played by Rochelle, trying to bait this out with a pre-spawn boomer up above. Will Otella be able to get a skeet on this boomer? I'm not sure, because right now this smoker is just waiting for the bait. Waiting, itching for this pull. Gets the pull on Otella. Here it comes, baby. We got a nice charge and a pounce coming out onto the 2 boom survivors. And here comes the boomer. Will he be able to do something? Oh my goodness. The boomer gets in, doesn't get in at proxy boom, but a lot of damage going out right now. Look at that damage. Otella, Rochelle taking a lot of health points. Anti-health points. Wow. Already under 50% on the first hit with no spit. Tremendous damage. That is not what they wanted to happen.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Cricket bat here.
We got they left Smoker up in the back. Smoker's just kind of left
They
behind the
did not.
fence in a cage of woe
They
and
did not,
shame.
dude. That smoker could come back with a vengeance. You never leave a smoker unkilled, because right now that smoker could play on this witch and could end up lynching a survivor, which could end up with an insta-kill. Are you kidding me? I do not agree with this tactic. They should have killed that smoker. They left up a strong meow meow smoker up, and you know what? That is the worst kind of smoker you could ever have, ever in this game. So right now, let's see how the survivors play this witch. I assume they're going to try to draw it back, but if the infected paid close attention to how they played it on their turn, they will be able to capitalize on this witch better than they did.
We got Boomer on the rooftop, the same as the last time this hit went through.
Hey, look out.
Question is, are they going to wait for the witch or not? It looks like I think they're going to wait for it, just like last time.
Oh, and here it comes. Will this smoker get a pull? The smoker's coming in from the front. The smoker they should have killed. Will this smoke get something amazing? And he pulls somebody, but it doesn't do anything. But we got a tremendous amount of spit damage.
Oh, no!
That's a pulling cap. Oh, no. The smoker got a pull on Coach. Are you kidding me? Coach could be killed. The survivors need to hurry up and clear Coach. He's dying. He's dying. Help Coach, quick. Okay, whoo. Coach gets cleared just in the nick of time. Lotus almost gets in-capped by that smoker, and that's what happens when you do not kill the smoker. Oh my goodness, Browntown is about to die. This is not good. They need to clear these common infected and get the pickup, or else they're already going to be down to 3 survivors. And here comes the charge into Otello, and the spit goes out onto Nick with a jockey, getting separation on Coach. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Nick died to
I'm
death
out of
spit on
breath.
that second hit. They were able to
Goodness
delay
gracious.
long enough for a second hit to come in.
This is exactly what happens when you leave a meow meow smoker up. This could have been avoided if they would have killed that smoker from the first attack, but no. That did not happen, and we now see Browntown dead. This is not what the team wanted. There's no way they can make it right now. They still have to fight a tank. They have to fight a tank, dude. And wow, a triple boom coming out. Will this be the 2-cap? Almost. But this is still going to be a pound spit with a bunch of common lock survivors. This is going to be a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. The survivors are getting beaten up before this tank. This is not going to be good. This tank is going to make short work of the survivors, even though they have a Molotov. Infected Soul, what do you think about that witch? That was just tremendous.
It was... I honestly don't even know what to say about it. I'm out of words for that. Governor Browntown,
choking.
first of all, Governor Browntown didn't shoot the witch, but got stumbled by a boomer jockey. And that's the only reason he got killed by her.
Oh no, Coach just got boomed. This is not good. Coach is getting pulled. Here comes the charge. Gets the charge all the way back with a jockey separation up in the front, but it gets cleared right away. But we've got a charge survivor taking a lot of damage. Lotus gets in-capped. We've got a smoker coming in to get some M2s on the survivors. Oh my goodness, every attack is devastating. Every attack is just slaughtering the survivors right now. The M2s are not landing and the clears are not happening. These infected attacks are too coordinated for them to handle.
I honestly don't think there's been a single boomer that hasn't landed on this map. Every boomer's landed on this map.
Boomers need to be shut down because then, you know what, all the common infected that keeps pouring in delays them from pushing forward and helps the infected get a lot of damage. The survivors right now are just going to push forward towards the tank because they know they can't survive and they're all bleeding out. Here they go, they're pushing forward. The tank's not even committing, he's throwing rocks. He's going to try to play a rock tank. He might not even go for punches. Let's see if we see another rock. Come on, tank. No, he goes for a punch on Coach. He wants to get the quick in cap. He gets the in cap. Will we see a rock? No, he's going in for the punch on Rochelle. He gets the sneaky punch. Otella didn't even see it coming. Gets it in cap on Rochelle, and all we have left up is Ellis, but Ellis has no HP. Rage Cake is going to suffer from the same fate as the other two survivors very quick.
I'm down.
Wowie! That could not have gone any other way, Infested Soul. This was a map that they could have capitalized on, but they could not do it. They could not make it count.
I said while you were gone in the beginning of this map, I said I never really count on a witch to get a kill in any way, shape, or form. But the fact that it actually seemed to play out in as funny as a way as a boomer stumble on a witch right next to itself causes a cap, which then causes a death. Like I don't think it could have ever guessed that to happen, and it just spelled a dead-ended disaster for the survivor team.
Yeah, I mean, the Infected had a boomer and a spitter. They didn't even have 3 cappers, but they made the most out of it with that boom and spit. I mean, it was a free spit. A guy landed in it, and then unfortunately, he got staggered and distracted by a boomer and a jockey. He didn't stand a chance. There was too much going on, and with that free spit underneath his feet, there's no way he could have survived the lava beneath him. It was just game over. And then he took a tremendous amount of damage. The survivors couldn't get the clear, and he ended up dying. So that was all thanks to one hit on the witch. And, you know, the majority of the time, the witch doesn't really seem to pay off. But when it does, it's usually pretty devastating, as we saw there. So we do have Lotus going AFK, so we got a little bit of time before this match goes underway on map 3. But right now, Green Bubble Tea has a tremendous lead, close to 800 points ahead of Team Panic Attack. It's still map 3. Everyone can still be hopeful. Cross your fingers. Pray to Santa. Whatever you got to do. The team could still come back. But from the first 2 maps, it is not looking promising for Team Panic Attack. They are just getting battered by Green Bubble Tea. And right now, the morale has to be down for their team, and the morale has to be up for Green Bubble Tea. And when you've got the morale up high on one team and low on the other, you can only expect one thing, and that's for the other team with the high morale to continue to pound through every map, getting a tremendous amount of points, and just winning the game in the end.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's only about an 800 point deficit, but you gotta almost make full HB on this map in order to tie the game up.
And you know what? We've got a coaster and a tank. That is going to be difficult.
If they spread it out through 3 maps, that's like 300 points a map. They could do it. They could win the game.
It's entirely possible. They just have to do really good work here. So Green Bubble Tea is going to be baiting out this first hit. Let's see what we have.
We had a boomer tri-cap. A boomer does get popped. So it looks like they're just going to sack that and maybe save for a spit.
Yeah, they've got a smoker, charger, and a hunter. A really good hit. So if they do get their spitter, which they will, they can get a good hit in this tight area. So that could be very good for Team Panic Attack. They want to get as much damage as possible with every hit if they want to kill the team on this map.
xbye does make a good point there. 25% is a little early. 33% means that they could easily make it into room, but 25, they might not be able to push in depending on what's going on.
Yeah, if they have spawns up, they definitely won't. And here comes the infected hit. The hunter coming in before anything else even has a chance to. Does land. The charger lands. Will this be a lot of spit damage? Coach is eating the spit with the survivor getting pulled in the front. A decent amount of damage, but you know what? That hunter went in very soon. The other SI weren't even ready to help him out. But it ended up actually working out all right. They managed to get enough damage. It didn't seem like it was going to happen because the hunter went in preemptively, but they got a good amount of damage on Ahab and Lucky Dog. They need to keep that up with every single SI hit, but they do need to make sure that they hit at the same time, or else they will not be able to maximize their damage point. So go ahead and walk us through this next hit, Infected Soul. This could be a good hit as well, even though we don't have a spit.
we have a boomer tri-cap. They need to make a distraction with this jockey or hunter for this boomer to land, because these tunnels are almost absolutely impossible without some kind of help. We got a boomer. Looks like it might be setting up in the front. That is so. Everything else is in the back at this moment. They're just kind of biding their time.
Yeah, they're waiting for this tank spawn because they know if they go now, that'll be easy for the survivors to push forward. So they're gonna wait and see when this tank spawns, which is a good idea. They don't want to give the survivors an easy push into this room because honestly, they're gonna want to play the survivors back. And if the tank spawns and the survivors do move back, that gives the infected team enough of an opportunity to keep them in these tunnels for the tank to get in. So we got an infected team coming in. No, everything's getting shut down. The charger missed. The hunter landed for a little bit. And we got a really good quad move with a separated survivor. Coach is jockeyed in the back. The tank is going to move in right now on these boom survivors. This could be bad. The tank needs to land every punch right now. No, he misses a punch. Come on, there we go. He lands a punch on Ellis. There's a jockey survivor in the back. This is perfect. The tank can get a wipe right now, but he needs to focus his punches. He's missing too many punches. That's 3 so far. He could get this in cap on Ellis. He does. We've got 2 in cap survivors. The tank still has 50% HP, but he missed 3 to 4 punches, and he needed those. He can still get the wipe, though. Here he's committing right now. The charge misses. He's going to get this corner on Rochelle. Oh, the smoker pulls him forward. There's good separation, and all that's left is Nick. But the smoker could get cleared by the down survivor. The tank needs to be careful. There he is. He does get cleared. The tank is there just in time to get the in cap. So right now we are going to definitely see a wipe on the survivors. Only 1 survivor is left, played by Nick. Great job by that boomer. If that boom would not have landed, that entire hit would not have been set up so beautifully. So good job on the boom. Boomers make or break the game. And there it is. That is the end of it. The jockey lands on Nick. A great job by the infected. And what makes that even better is that was an early tank wipe. So if this team here, Team Panic Attack, if they can survive this tank and make it through the map, this is another great opportunity for them to make a comeback.
That it is. They get round 2 on the comeback. Round 2 here coming out. Oh my god, we should almost just get a replay on that whole boom. We had a bot charger come in. Bot chargers obviously are unreliable, but the stumble on the bot charger gave just enough time for the boomer just to waddle in and get a quad boom with a jockey to separate, for the tank to have all the time in the world to just kind of throw his fucking arms around the room.
Yeah, and you know, at first it looked a little grim. The tank did manage to miss some punches. I think some of those punches might have missed because of the hitboxes on the common infected, because if you've ever played tank and you've ever tried to punch common locked survivors, you know how much of a pain in the butt it is sometimes when your punches, even though they're point blank, they're hitting commons instead of survivors. They're like, are you kidding me? What are you doing? You're supposed to be on my side. Get out of the way. I'm trying to punch this guy. But even though things looked grim, that quad boom was all that it took to end that team. That was great. I mean, can you even imagine what would have happened if that boom wouldn't have landed? They could have made it all the way back to the safe room, and they could have shut down that tank. That's all it took. Boomers make or break the game, even if you do not have SI. Great job by the tank.
With that said, I think teams are ready to go. I think we need to get this hit started.
Oh, they are. But am I ready? I don't have to necessarily ready up. I dare them to 1v1 me versus spectator. All right. So we've got the team pushing out here, being very sneaky. And the infected team has a charger, smoker, boomer, hunter. Will they try to pop this boom right away and save for a spitter? Or will they try to commit with this boom? I think they're going to try to just get this boom and hold off. But let's see. They might try to do something different. The boom misses. Can't get the arc boom. And the boom gets shut down. If I were the infected team, I would wait for that spit and try to get a hit in this tight area. Infested Soul, thank you so much for the friend request. What's going to happen next?
It looks like they're going to do the exact same thing the other team did. They're just going to hold out for their spitter here. That's all they're doing.
It's perfect. It's a perfect strategy. You want to use spit in tight areas. It's the best thing to do because it's your best chance to get a lot of damage. If it's an open area, they're just going to run away from the spit and you're not going to do much. But if there's walls on the sides of them, it makes it much harder. So we've got a hunter already jumping around in this hole. I guess the infected team's going to wait till they get close to this hole because this hunter's already spawned up. But will he be able to pounce through this hole to do anything? That's going to actually be really difficult because if you ever tried to pounce through a hole or a window, my God, it's difficult. So this hunter might not be very useful right now, but we do have a charger and a smoker and a spitter from behind. They're definitely going to want to try to pull into this charge. And here it comes. The smoke misses though. Coach dodges it. Will the smoke be able to get in? It does. And Otella gets charged with the spit incoming. The hunter doesn't really wait. Will the hunter get back in? It's pouncing around. It's pouncing. Will it land? I don't know. It finally does onto Ellis. Holy moly, that hunter was pouncing around forever. But the survivors are going to be able to push forward right now and get this tank spawned up. But with as much common infected as there is, they might not try to push forward into this room. And they're not. Infested Soul, we've got a tank up pushing back, but they don't have a hit.
They just have the boomer. They got a single boom off of this, which will delay a little bit, but I don't think it's anywhere nearly enough. Anywhere. They're just freely going to run back, other than that charger landing in front, and the smoker landing in back, which does give the tank the evil punch. Viable punch going out with the smoker just going to get separation, running them all the way back, with the smoker just going to hang out and have a little talk with his little buddy Ellis here.
They're hanging out, having a good time. The tank hasn't managed to get any damage himself yet. He's just been a great distraction, pushing the survivors back. But oh no, we've got 100 pounds onto Ellis. That is going to be kill onto Rage Cake. Oh no, this tank has already taken a lot of damage and hasn't really done a lot of damage. But the survivors are already down. One survivor, Ellis, got pulled and separated, then pounced and killed. This was the comeback they needed, but they're not going to be able to get it. And wow, I'm about to burp.
Round two. They had round two, but it looks like it's not going to end the way they wanted it to. Once again.
Oh no. This tank tries to throw a rock, doesn't land. Tries to get a punch, doesn't land. Gets a punch on Otella. Gets a second punch on Otella, and that's it. Now he's going for Coach. But what is going on? They're breakdancing in front of each other. But he's going to win the 1v1 breakdance. All that's left is Nick, but he gets common locked, and that's going to be an in-cap on Nick. And then here comes the in-cap on Coach. You know what? Altogether, that tank landed about 4-5 punches maximum. The infected did all the work getting that separation and allowing this tank to get the wipe. Holy moly, wow.
Yeah, that tank with 10% HP manages to get the wipe. That smoker absolutely set up everything he needed. All he had to do was just scare them away from him. That's all he had to do. He just ran them back into where they wanted to take the tank, and Ellis is alone, just able to have a chat with his buddy Smoker back there. And tank just got to have his way with the rest of the survivors.
Yeah, you know what? Tanks sometimes make a great distraction. Sometimes you don't even have to do anything with the tank except for spook them in one direction or the other, allowing the infected to land and do damage. There have been times where even I've played tank, and all I've done is just thrown rocks, and sometimes I haven't even landed any rocks, but the infected teammates of mine land and do a tremendous amount of damage. So, you know, don't take tank for granted. Even if you don't land punches or rocks, as long as you stay alive, don't take a lot of damage, and allow your team to get in there over and over and over again, you can still do a lot of damage. So I do believe Infested Soul is going to be AFK temporarily, so I will continue to take you on this journey with me. We're going to see this going into map. Wait, what is that in the background? Oh, if you're hearing noises in the background right now, that is my dog scampering across the ground. Pitter patter, pitter patter. Just ignore it. Ignore it. Listen to my voice. Stupid. Okay, so let me turn my spec HUD on real. Okay, map 4 in favor of Green Bubble Tea. They are still ahead, 700 points. And Infected Soul, you are back very quick. Wow, we do have a spitter boomer, hunter, and a jockey. It is a 2-2, but as we've seen so far, 2-2s can be dangerous. Here comes the jockey. Will the hunter get in time? The boom lands a 2-boom, but the hunter still pouncing around looking for his target. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Still pouncing, lands onto a common lock Nick, and we're going to see a lot of damage right now. If these common infected don't get off him, he's going to take even more. He does get out of there just in the nick of time, but a good amount of damage coming out on the Green Bubble Tea on this first hit. So Infested Soul, welcome back.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here. Those comments barely ran around the post right when Nick needed to actually run in the direction he was heading. They were all around him, beating him up, and for some reason they decided that they wanted the pole more than him.
Yeah, buddy. And to everybody asking right now, it is a dog doing the noises, not a cat. Oh, we got a boom. How did that boom even land? Gets a single boom onto Nick. Will the infected team come right now? They've only got a 3-cap, but looks like they might come in. No, they're pre-spawned. They might wait for the spitter. I like that idea because you can get a good surprise attack here with a spit. But if the survivors move quickly, they're not going to be able to do a spit attack in this tight room. But right now, the survivors are going pretty slow, so they might be able to get it. Governor Browntown needs to get the spitter up quick. Here it is. The spitter played by Governor Browntown. If they can play their cards right, they might be able to do a lot of damage on this hit. Infected Soul, do you think they will land?
I really want them to. Charger does come in, gets the hit in the front. That's going to be a spit setting up on Rochelle.
Wowie, wow! Lucky Dog getting caught off guard, gets charged, and then the free spit. You know, spit was covering the entire room. Lucky Dog didn't stand a chance. Rochelle taking a lot of damage. That is really good chip prior to tank. The infected job doing a good job there, capitalizing with that spitter in that tight area. They need to do that continuously. This tank will be spawning in a matter of minutes, so let's see if they can get another solid hit before this tank.
I think they're gonna for sure make it to Barnes though. It's gonna be a Barnes tank. That's just my guess.
That is gonna be it, and we got a single boom with a smoke separation in the back on Nick. Will this Hunter and Charger be able to get in and do a lot of damage? The Charger's getting punches, all kinds of punches on Ellis. Ellis didn't even realize what was happening, and now the charge is coming out, getting on a separation charge on a Nick. This charge is doing work. This charge is doing work to the survivors. Gets it in cap on Zayna. Wow, that charge came in, got a bunch of sneaky punches on Ellis, then got a really good charge onto Nick. This is great damage coming out from Team Panic Attack.
Are we going to see round three comeback?
I hope so, but as we've seen so far, if history repeats itself, we're going to see another Wiperoonie on Green Bubble Tea, but then another Wiperoonie on Panic Attack. So we've got the tank spawning up right now. They did spit blocks. There's no way they're spotted. Dabby getting in. We got a smoke in the back with a charge or a jockey separation. Good amount of separation and damage going out right here. The tank is up right now in the hands of Governor Browntown. He's going to throw some rocks. If they can play a long rock tank right now or get these hittables into play, this is going to be bad. And wow, what a hittable. It's ricocheting. There's 3 boom survivors. If this tank moves in right now, he's going to get an easy in cap. And he does on Nick. And he needs to commit right now and continue to do damage with these hittables. Will he get this thing? Oh my goodness.
Oh!
Wow, this looks like it's going to be a wipe for sure. This tank still has almost 100% HP.
Rochelle's giving up on team right now. She's making the run for it.
This, you know what? The survivors are like, we're going to die. Let's push forward and get those points. You know, the infected team, Panic Attack, continues to do a great job of killing Team Green Bubble Tea. But when it comes to Survivor, they cannot pull it. They cannot pull it off. So right now, here we are once again with them pulling off a great wipe. But if they cannot come back as survivors, it will not matter because they still have a tremendous amount of points to come back, 1,000 points. And that will only work if they can make this map with good health bonus and then win on finale. Oh my goodness. Lucky.
We got Rochelle getting hit right next to that hittable smoker, setting him up for it. All he has to do is just careen that hittable right into Rochelle, but he's just going to let it slide. We're going to see the white going off on the smoker regardless.
Oh my goodness.
We could
Rest
have the round 3 comeback. 3 chances. They've had 3 chances.
Will this be the 4th charm? I mean, usually it's like 3rd time's the charm, but will it be 4th time's the charm? Breathing intensifies. I do have the AC on, so it's a little bit cooler, but holy moly, I'm still sweating my balls off here. But, you know, this is still a good possibility for them to make a comeback. But like we've seen on the previous 2 maps, they've not been able to hold it together. So I fear that we're going to see that again on this map.
Yeah, this 2-2, if they can shut down this 2-2 really well and not get boomed, that could lead to them being able to push out of that little small room that Lucky Dog did get spit in very easily, and they could almost have a free tank ride with almost no damage going out. Because that hit is really crucial.
Yeah, dude. Oh my goodness, this is just, whew. You know, I apologize for all the noise in the background. My animals are crazy. The dog has calmed down a bit, is chewing on a bone, so we shouldn't hear any pitter-pattering going on. You should be able to hear my voice perfectly, loud and clear. I will guide you on this journey through map 4, followed by Infested Soul, so hopefully we can see some amazing comeback action coming out by the Survivor side team here. They're not tagged up. Are you kidding me? You know, I like Green Bubble Tea, not only because they're doing well in this tournament, because they tag up. That way I know who is who. Because a lot of the time I forget who is who. I might have to go back to the very first game where I call Team A and Team B, or Team 1 and Team 2. That just makes it so much more complicated. Just please, for the love of God, tag up. I don't know who you are, so please tag up, or else I cannot say what team you play for. But I do remember it is Team Panic Attack, and they're about to ready up right now. We're waiting on Lotus. Yeah, dude, tagging up. This is competitive Left 4 Dead 2 NLG gaming. You have to tag up. This is a serious, serious game. And I cannot take you seriously if you do not tag up. You cannot be an official team in my book if you do not throw the tag on. My house is tagged.
We have every single infected right now on the rooftop right above them, except for the spitter, which is right behind that Dixieland diner.
Dixieland Diner. Wow, that sounds like a great place to go. The survivors are going to bait super carefully. Rochelle, Otella coming out being super careful. They need to be absolutely careful, or else a 2-2 could spell disaster for these guys. So bait for as long as you want. We got all the time in the world. Bait for 10 minutes. I don't care, but just be careful. You do not want to take damage. This is a spitter situation, and the boomer could stumble you into it, so you need to be careful. Shut up, dog! Trying to cast the game!
We got Hunter going in. Going for the high bounce, misses it, but does land regardless. Boomer going out for the 2 cap. We got Jockey right in the show, right back into the middle of that spits.
This is so much damage! It didn't look like it was going to do that much damage, but the Jockey pulled it off and pulled a survivor into the spit. Oh my goodness, Nick and Rochelle took a good amount of damage from that 2-2. That's what we were afraid of. Not enough baiting and not enough M2ing happened, and they did a lot of damage. If they could have shut down that Jockey, that attack would have done a lot less damage. Oh man, goodness gracious.
As I said earlier, Boomer does land, which gives the team ample time to get this next hit up. Regardless it not being a spitter hit, just like the last team, they do have a... Is it a 2-2 actually? It is a 2-2. They got Boomer spitter 2-2 again.
Another 2-2. Not the greatest, but oh no! This is not good! Coach is trapped in spit. He does get out, but he took a lot of damage before he could escape. He fell under the, the same consequences as Lucky Dog. He got trapped in that corner. Everything went in. They should have been prepared for that because they did the exact same thing when they were infected. But oh my goodness, Lotus took a tremendous amount of damage. That's 3 survivors with a lot of damage. Rage King with the only high health bonus right now, and they still have to fight the tank. They are doing exactly what I feared. They are taking way too much damage before this tank.
They were able to walk the Boomer right into the corner, right next to Coach. And he had almost no choice but to either pop it or try to M2 it. But M2ing it would have only got him capped by another special infected. So he just had to pop it and eat all the spit damage, stumbling into the corner.
Yeah, he was in a sticky situation, and he took a sticky amount of damage. And we've got a free spit going out here. Lucky Dog with the free spit? What was he doing? Did he think he could get the headshot? That's not an easy thing to accomplish. You got to have at least 5,000 hours if you want to land that. So right now the tank is spawning up right now. Will this boom land? He comes in, manages to get a boom on Coach. That'll be a little bit of common infected to distract the survivors. So the tank right now needs to hurry up and get outside. He could get a lucky dumpster hit and catch these survivors off guard. The infected need to go in right now to slow them down because the tank is actually decently far away. He's going to lose a lot of rage. The tank is in the hands of Meow Meow. So Meow Meow needs to do some work, needs to move in and kill these survivors. But you know what? The way the survivors are right now, they are already very hurt. So this tank stands a very good chance of being able to commit even more damage point.
We do have Lotus just now, as you were speaking, getting to the slow point, where he's going to need another set of pills. So they're going to have 2 left and 2 survivors with 1 punch to get slow as well. So this might be, if anything, every single set of pills commit at least before this tank is dead. I think for sure.
Yeah, they've only got 2 pills left. They're by the safe room. That's a difficult position for them to be in. And the tank is pushing in. Meow Meow is pushing in. She's got blood in her eyes. She wants to get some kills. She needs to hurry up and get within close proximity because right now she's taking a tremendous amount of damage. And the survivors are just juking. Oh no, the pull on Coach. And then the punch landed. But it was not a punch that did damage. So the tank is just jumping around, trying to do damage. Oh no, throws a rock on a pulled survivor once again. Getting trolled by the smoker. Meow Meow is almost dead and she hasn't inflicted any damage, but she is trying to go for this freaking Zoom car that's in safe room. Wow, the bumper car, I didn't even realize you could hit this, but the survivors are already gone. Oh my goodness, the survivors did a great job of avoiding any damage right there. Unfortunately, the tank could have had two things land, a punch and a rock, but each time the smoker pulled the target, so the tank did not get any damage and the tank is now going AI. Wow, I did not see things going that way for the infected.
I have to retract my former statement. They're going to have all 3 set of pills going out of this tank. We're going to have a hit coming in on the Jockey, Hunter, Charger, Boomer. Boomer is going to land for 1 survivor. Charger is going to miss. Jockey is almost going to land on Nick. He's still going for him. Gets shut down. Charger coming in for a punch. He gets that 1 punch on a Nick. And that's going to be the end of that hit going out. Just going to hide in the corner, eating some pills and clearing these commons before they make their way through that choke point.
Bro. eat those pills. They're tasty. They're candy. They're definitely candy. It doesn't say they're candy on the container, but goddammit, they taste good. So the survivors are pushing forward right now. You know, they're pretty banged up, but you know what? They're still alive. They are not dead. The tank did not do anything there. So as long as they hold it together, they might actually be able to make it a safe room. But they do have an event to go through, and that is difficult to survive. So they just need to shut down every hit from now on, and then hope to God that they can make it through this event unscathed.
We do have a boomer going on the rooftop here. Looks like tough decision on whether to go early or to go after they enter the room. It looks like the boomer might want to go a little early here with the way he's set up on that rooftop, on the lower one.
Yeah, the survivors are baiting this a little bit. The boomer right now just needs to wait a little bit longer. Here he goes. Will he be able to land the boom? He does. The pounce caused enough of a distraction for him to land. And there's a spit going out with the boom, harassing Coach. Coach takes a ton of damage and gets in cap. Lotus could not escape the fury of the boomer and the free spit. Took a lot of damage, is in capped. That was a lot of health bonus, now lost. So the infected team, great job on that hit. The survivors need to pull it together. They cannot allow those attacks to continue to do that kind of damage if they want to make it through this event.
So we're going to have Lotus eating those Flintstone vitamins you were talking about.
Baby, it's good for you. Need them vitamins.
I can always use these.
So let's see. This roof could be dangerous. The survivors are a little slow right now. It looks like they don't want to. No, here comes the Charger. He is not waiting for this, but he pre-spawned too early. He could get chipped through this building. The survivors, not quite sure where he's at. The Charger is running. He is running for dear life, but he does have a smoker pre-spawn to help him out with a jockey on the opposite side just waiting to spawn. They are now currently waiting for the survivors to push out, and here they come. This could be bad. We got a full separation with a charge going out. The jockey got cleared really quick, but we got a good separation pull going out on the Nick, a good amount of chip going out, but not enough to cause an in cap. So the survivors are going to move forward here. Holy crap, we got a free boom going out, and Governor Browntown, he is saying in all chat, team bitch? What does that mean? Do you have any idea, Infested Soul, what team bitch could mean? What is Governor Browntown trying to tell us?
I don't even want to know what it means. I don't want to know what it means.
Is it some kind of code? Do we need to crack it? Oh no! Rochelle tried to get the crown, but gets crowned herself. No, that's not good. The infected tap coming in right now. This could be a lot of damage. Oh no! Unfortunately, the Charger and the Hunter went for the same target, so they didn't do that much damage. But we do got Otella almost dying here, getting in-capped by the Witch. Lost the 1v1 against the Witch, unfortunately. Whoa! The pull separated onto Coach. Coach tried to go for the switch, but he was separated from his team. Fortunately, the smoke gets cleared just in time, but that is a spawn down. So now we're going to have very staggered spawns. So they're either going to have to attack with 3 or wait a while for a 4th spawn.
Only single person on their team that does not eat the little delicious gummy candies is Rage Cake with some HP left. But she does just get boomed right here. We got a Hunter flowing in, getting landed on Rochelle. Spinner's going to spit on the top onto the health bonus. Just going to back up and play safe. And we got a Charger just kind of chilling out here.
This could be a free charge. The spit is not ready, so if this charge goes, he's on his own. But he could possibly get some good punches. You know, right now, I think he's going to want to wait for this event because these doors are about to open. They are open. So these infected need to work together here. The survivors still could limp to victory, but the charge is waiting. He is waiting by the stairs. He is ready. He is hungry for this quad charge. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Misses everything. But we see a good smoke and a jockey coming out with a free spit in the middle, blocking them from going forward. But wait, the Charger comes back and gets 2 in caps. Holy cow. That Charger actually managed to get some damage out.
We have survivors, though, still walking the mighty journey through the gates of Mordor here on this giant long hallway.
Oh, no. They have no pills left, and they are limping. That means the infected can get attack after attack. So even if they shut down this hit coming up, the infected will probably have another hit before they can make it to the safe room. No, we've got a double boom. This is going to be spooky for the survivors because the infected team's going to push in. Oh no, we've got an in cap on 1 survivor. Oh, 2 survivors. Will it be 3? Will it be 4? They're trying to get into the safe room. The spit's going to try to delay it. Will Nick make it in? No! Oh no, we should have closed the door. The free spit gets the 2 kill. No survivors made it into the safe room today. That is it. Wow, they did make a lot of points back. I will give them that.
They honestly did. Round 3 comeback. Not like map 4, but round 3, try 3 on the comeback. After every tank wipe they went through, they finally got about 400 points back on this lead they were getting.
Wow, that you know what? They came back a good amount of points. It's still a very large gap, but we have an early tank on this finale. That means, excuse me, my gooses. If the infected team get an early tank wipe, they could come back on this finale because this finale could give them a tremendous amount of points. Really, the most difficult part of this map is surviving the first tank. If you can survive this first tank with a lot of health, the rest of this finale is relatively easy. I mean, playing up on the bleachers isn't too bad for the survivors. They can easily shut down these hits, and then they've only got one more tank before the chopper comes in. But this tank can make, it can get shut down pretty well by the survivors because there's so much room here for them to juke. So it all comes down to this first tank. It is the make it or break it. If they cannot get a wipe with this tank or somehow miraculously get an early wipe after the tank, there's no way they stand a chance of making a comeback here.
Yeah, they need another round 4 map. They need 400 points, 420 points, and they can make the comeback. If they play exactly the same map they did last time, word for word, except on now this finale holdout event, instead of running through the barns and whatnot stuff with those hittables, they're not going to really have much for hittables in this tank. They maybe have that one hittable that they want to try to force the tank on that full commit. But other than that, they're going to maybe have to play a commit tank without a hittable. And if they can still make that work and get the wipe, 400 points is not a hard task to make happen here.
Yeah, this is what it comes down to. It's entirely possible to get a really good tank wipe here. It's a tight enough area for the tank to be able to get an easy corner after he's committed. So as long as his SI lands and does a great job of assisting this tank, this could be the wipe that they desperately need. And this is the last and final chance to do so. They don't have any more maps after this. They cannot diddy-dally around anymore. So this is the time to shine. They need to play some intense music. They need to listen to the wisdom of Shia LaBeouf and just do it. Make your dreams come true. Do it. Just do it. They need to do it on this map, and here comes the ready up. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the infected team has what it takes to shut down Green Bubble Team.
We got a boomer spawning behind this fence. Rest of the hit, I don't know what they're doing.
Are you kidding? Whoa! Next level strats. This boom is going to sneak up from behind this fence. This is spooky. I don't know what's going to happen here. If this boom can land, this could be great for the infected team. The infected team coming in. The jockey's getting some scratches and jumping around, finally landing on Ellis's head. Wow! Spooky jockey, probably silent. The tank right now ahead, trying to hide by this witch. Oh no! They aggro the witch. If this witch gets an in cap, this could be a tank wipe. And they get the ground, a double charge lands. The tank is in right now, trying to get this corner, but he punches Rochelle too far away. This is not good. It started off good, but now the tank is by himself, surrounded by survivors, and not able to get another punch onto Rochelle. And all he has is a smoke. He needs to be careful right now because he has less than 50% health. Oh, that looked like it was going to be so good, but that tank pushed in, was not able to get a corner, and now it does not look like this wipe is going to happen. This tank is going to lose all of his HP before he's even close enough to land a punt.
We got tank just biding time. Got to get those spawns up. We got jockey. We got boomer. We got boomer going in, landing one boom. This might be the tank commit that they have to force here. They might get
they're
that
on second pass. There is common infected coming in. Really, this is probably their only chance. Unless they can somehow maintain rage and get another spawn, he's going to have to go in now, and he's trying. He's getting stuck on a table, but his HP is so low. I don't think he'll even land a punch before he dies. He does. He gets a double punch thanks to a distraction by the jockey and gets another, but that is it. That is all the tank had. Oh, a good possible situation with the double charge in the beginning, but the tank got, was not able to capitalize. If he could have gotten a corner and gotten an in cap, it might have been all right, but even if he would have gotten an in cap on a survivor, he would have taken so much damage. Even though it looked good, that tank would have been better off not trying to commit with that double charge.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it looked really good. If he would have punched them maybe to the side and just kind of taken the chip that he needed to get the down, he could have worked with it. We do have a triple boom going out here, though.
Oh my goodness, a triple proxy boom. Dangerous stuff for the survivors. If they don't kill these commons, the infected could do a lot of damage. They need to be careful. The jockey's pre-spawn. He's sneaking in. We do see a pounce. And here comes the spit, but it's just a free spit and it lands against the wall. The survivors are nowhere near it, so no spit damage is going to happen. So the survivors are just going to clear this horde and push forward. If the infected team cannot get a super crazy wipe right now, it is going to be over for them.
We do have 3 sets of pills that were committed, so they're only going to have 1 set of extra pills when they go to pick them up. But they almost only have to barely beat the second tank, and then they already win. At this point.
this is I would have to say right now, by the way the survivors are playing, this is GG. The infected team cannot pull off enough points to make this game happen. So I'm already going to call an early GG, but we still have to watch them play out through their round and through the other team's round and see what happens. So even though they might not be able to win, they need to try to play as strong as possible and finish good and just, get as many points as possible to make themselves look good.
It's all about looking good sometimes. When the cards have been dealt to you in the wrong way, it's all about just having a strong finish and just putting your cards on the table, even if it's only a pair to their full house. You at least got to make a show of it.
Absolutely. Regardless of winning or losing, you got to play your best, do your best, and show the other team what you're made of. And we got the infected team coming in. A hunter's just pouncing over everybody's head with a free spit coming out. Will it do anything? We do see a charge going out into Death Spit, getting an in-cap on Ellis. And we do see a pull right now onto Rochelle, and she was just hovering over Death Spit, taking a lot of damage. So that was actually a really good hit by Team Panic Attack. If they can continue to do that, they can at least make sure that the survivors don't make it to the chopper with a good health bonus. So right now we're still seeing actually a 600-point difference, which, is still entirely doable. But with that first tank, it really makes it a very slim chance for them to be able to do it.
This second tank has to play kind of long in order to get this bleed, because they do still have 2 sets of pills here. If this hit coming in with this jockey is good, though. Jockey getting some separation with a boomer, double boom, charge going out, gets the double boom.
All aboard the hype train, choo-choo! That double charge sending Rochelle flying. It almost looked like that would have been an in-cap, but fortunately, she landed on her feet just like a cat and did not get an in-cap, but that was still a lot of damage. Really good boom, followed by a double charge. Really good SI hit. Let's hope that they can continue to dish out a lot of damage. We do not want to see Green Bubble Tea get a lot more points.
This hurts.
Gotta reload.
We've got 1 set of pills left on Zayna, almost the only HP left. We do have a hunter going in for distraction to land that boom. We got another charge going on Boom Survivor.
Wow.
And we got Jockey getting the in-cap.
Infected doing a great job. Will this tank commit? They're trying to desperately get the pickup onto Nick, and they will get it, but a rock lands on Coach. The survivors scrambling right now to clear these comments on Ellis, and the tank is smartfully backing out. I don't think that's a word, smartfully, but hell, I used it anyways. Do something about it. The tank is going to play some rock tank right now, wait for his spawns to get up, but the survivors, no more pills, all bleeding out. They are on the verge of death. Smarticles, that's a sweet word, I like it. Smarticles, thank you, xbye. The tank now moving into a closer position. Let's see if he decides to commit or just get close enough to throw a rock. He might try to commit since they're slow, but no, here comes a rock. We got a pulled survivor getting charged afterwards with a good hunter helping that charger not get cleared. So we got a 2-2 right now with the tank committing, getting a punch onto Coach, getting the in-cap. Gonna try to get this punch onto Ellen or Nick. Not in-cap, but punched far enough away to make it difficult for the tank. He's gonna go for a rock. Ellis, run away! No, Ellis gets rocked. Great rock, stopping Ellis from getting the pickup. And Zayna, Nick is the only survivor left with 1 HP, going to be killed very soon, and that is going to be the wipe on the Team Green Bubble Tea.
And we got 800-point lead.
Wow, that is a lot of points. Green Bubble Tea has to be super confident going into this final round of this match.
I don't know. What is the actual distance on this map? Is it lowered or is it actually a full 800?
xbye is pretty smart on that kind of stuff. He might be able to shed some light onto what the sitch is. But
They
this
do
is,
need some health bonus either way, though. They do need a little bit going into safe room.
Man, this is gonna be like the fourth.
wow, a total bonus of 1,600 possible, but they got to make it through a long event, 2 tanks, including an early tank, and lots of common infected. So that is going to be the ultimate challenge. This is going to be harder than expert mode on campaign. So it all comes down to this first tank. Will Team Panic Attack be able to shut down this early tank and make it far enough to even see the chopper? Oh no, we've got a separation pull onto Coach. This is a ton of damage. And the boom stopping the survivors from actually coming out, along with the charge getting some punches and a jockey getting some claws. That was a lot of damage just from a rinky-dink attack, and now the tank is up. So the survivors have a tank and a witch to fight. If that first attack is any indicator, this infected team is going to give the survivors a run for their money. If the survivors do not focus their headshots, this tank is going to make short work of them for sure.
Tank's going to play off the witch. He's going to throw some rocks over her head, try to bait the survivors into maybe missing a shot right into the witch's face, cause a whole stir of commotion.
Yeah, if that witch gets triggered right now, I cannot imagine things are going to go well for this team. Right now, they're just trying to LOS as hard as they can, hiding in this corner by these fences. But unfortunately, that means spawns can get up, but they do pop the boomer. That is a great job. If that boom would have landed, that tank would have for sure committed with his spawns, and that could have been dangerous. But they shut that spawn down. If they continue to LOS like this, that is going to be great. The tank is going to be forced to move in, but the tank will have 3 cappers. So as long as they can shut down this SI, this tank is not going to be able to do as much work as they'd like to. So we see the tank committing in right now, played by Meow Meow. Will she be able to get an in cap? She does get a punch on a Nick. She's going to try to get a punch on Coach, but Coach dodges it. We do see a pull in the back. Great separation with a smoke in the back and a jockey up front. The last 2 survivors need to focus, but that's an in cap on Rochelle already, and an in cap on Nick up by the witch. Coach needs to hurry up and kill this witch, or Nick is going to be dead for sure, and Nick is dead. Oh my goodness. Infected Soul, that is it. That is the game. That is all.
They ran right into the witch. They had almost no other option, but they were so afraid to tank.
Yeah, that was a great smoker jockey combo, separating the survivors from 2 different directions. There is nothing they could do right there. The tank was just keeping them too distracted, and they could not get the clears that they needed. So right now the tank is almost dead, but we only see 2 survivors left up. Could this be the 2-2? The tank's moving in. Can he get the end cap? Here he comes trying to get the punches with his team, and this is going to be it. We've got a Pounce survivor, and Rage Cake is just getting slaughtered right now by the tank and the charger, and that is it. That is the entire game. Good game by everybody. So let me just point out that Green Bubble Tea is now moving into the semifinals. They have played great up till now, and they played a great match this time around. They will most likely play the Fat Kids in the semifinals, but that all depends on League A's next game. So Green Bubble Tea doing great, putting themselves in a good position in the tournament, continuing to show they are a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I mean, they had a great game. Green Bubble Tea played their hearts out. Even though they did get wiped in a couple of maps, they definitely held it together and played as a team the entire game. And the other team, Panic Attack, played their hearts out as well. They had 3-4 every map except for map 1. They had a chance to make this comeback happen. Every time it just barely slipped through their grasp, except for round 4. But they had what was to be a possible comeback on every single map, and they were looking good. They were looking really good.
Yeah, unfortunately, they could not capitalize on the opportunities that they were given. They had several chances to make a comeback, but they could not pull it off. Green Bubble Tea just really giving them a run for their money. So we did see a really good game, but unfortunately, they could not pull it off in the end. So to help close, don't forget to go to MavWar.com to cast your vote for the MVP of this game. So I hope you were paying close attention to the game that you had just seen, because that MVP vote is needed. I would also like to mention that there is a upcoming tournament coming very soon. It's called the RBT tournament, and it stands for Really Big Tournament. What does that mean exactly? It means it's really big. So what does that also mean? There's a second meaning following the first meaning. That means you need to either sign up or you need to stay tuned and watch that. I will also be casting that tournament as well as playing in that tournament. And I will be joined again by Koala and possibly by Infected Soul again. Infected Soul, did you enjoy your time with me tonight?
I had an absolute blast. It couldn't have been a better use of a couple hours here than having a blast, having some fun, just chilling out to a game.
Abso-friggin-lutely. And also for the RBT tournament, signups do close on the 10th of September. So if you want to be involved in this tournament, please sign up. But beware, I will be in that tournament too. So I will see you. And if I see you, I will M2 you, and it will hurt. But in closing, thank you once again for showing up for Game 10 of the MavWar tournament. Please stay tuned for the next game because it will be another exciting game that I will help guide you through. And Infested Soul, thank you once again for helping me cast tonight when Koala could not make it. And thanks to all the viewers and all the supporters and all the people that have been hosting this tournament and making this thing happen.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. I couldn't have had more fun of a time.
Yeah, buddy. All right. That is both Infested Soul and myself, Killatoy, signing off. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.